Yeah. Hey, hi, Dinesh. So, hey, good morning, man. So from your side, you would have known about actually how to install Java and then Eclipse. So I directly go to, from your side, I'll directly go to the, I'll directly go to the programming, what is variables and data. You have an understanding actually how to install Java and then Eclipse now?
Yeah.
Okay, so in case if you have any doubts also, actually I have already sent you one video regarding the what is it, that the first demo video I sent you, they have given the steps actually how to install all those steps also. Then this document also I'll be forwarding to you. This also already forwarded to you, I think so. With that itself, actually you can get these things recording. So I'll forward you anyway one more time to make sure you have this document. I'm forwarded this installation of Eclipse and the installation of Java and JDK document over there.
Okay.
So once you download the Eclipse over there, you'll be getting a RAR file like this. Okay. So how to download the Eclipse, I can just tell you. So if you go to Eclipse, download. Okay. I like the Kepler version, so I like to download the Kepler itself. Eclipse Kepler download if I give, it'll go to me first one page. So yeah, you can see Kepler over here. So that is what right now we have. Here you have to download the Eclipse IDE for Java WE developers. Just go for Eclipse IDE Java WE developers. Just a second. Hello. Hey, sorry, so we have to click on this Eclipse IDE for Java WE developers. There you have to choose which is your Windows 32-bit or 64-bit. So right now, if it's a 64-bit, if you go to the My Computer, right click, Properties. Here you can see 64-bit operating machine. If it's a 32-bit machine, you will be directly getting only this window alone. So that's how you can compare that actually. But yours is 32-bit or 64-bit machine. So this is for 64-bit machine. So I'm trying to download this Windows 64-bit. Once you click on this one, it will be showing you an option to download. Just click on it. The download will be happen for you. That's the thing. So your download has been done right now. So then now what you have to do, your download is done. Then next step. Now what I need to do means from my side, I'll be getting a RAR file downloaded like this. Now right click on the RAR file, go to extract here. You will be getting an icon called Eclipse. Sorry, the folder called Eclipse. Just go to that. Open that Eclipse over here. Double click on this icon. Then after you double click on this icon, you will be getting this section open. This is called as Workspace Launcher. Okay, so here usually that it shows you the information to download everything to save the files in the C drive. You can just change it over there, because don't try to save it in C drive, because when you format the systems, actually what entire informations will be lost. So better you can change it over the browse, and then you can choose which folder you want to choose. So for example, I go to the D drive, then after that I'll go for Nitesh something. Okay, then I'll click on, okay, see, go to the detail for Nitesh is there now. Here right now I'm going to give, I'll give one, okay. So right now only one folder is there. See now what will happen. So here for Nitesh I given. Now I'll click on, I'll go to Nitesh, and then I'll create one folder. Inside the Nitesh, I'll click on this one, make new folder. I'll give my workspace. I'll just give enter. See, it has been created. Then now I'll click on OK. So inside the workspace right now we don't have anything. When you click on OK, related to Eclipse, okay, the workspace, it will store some files for you. That is temp files over there, it will store for you. So that will make you to work on with the Eclipse over there. See, it has opened this Eclipse, this view. Along with it has seen two temp files over there, remote system temp files over there, metadata, and those things will come for me. Okay, now I'll close this thing. Okay, I don't want this, so that's why I closed. Now we got. Now we have to create a project. To create a project, what we have to do? Go to the file, new, then go here for project. Go to file, new project. Here select Java project. Otherwise, go to Java folder. Select Java project. Okay, I choose. Then I click on next. Now I need to give the project name. The project name I'll just give my first project. I'll just give it. Okay, then after that, here the execution environment you have to change it to Java SE 1.7 or 1.8. That is more than 1.7 or 1.8 you have to give. So I selected 1.7. Then I'll click on finish. So now if I come to this page, right now we don't have anything now. So I'll click on finish. Now you can see my first project has been created. It will be asking me I need to change the UI view. Okay, right now it's there in Java EE. Now when I click on yes, the view will be changed right now to Java. Can you see? Okay. So now we got it. See, Java folder view came. According to that, here this changes will happen. The UI changes. Now we got the project. Now if I come to this place, can you see my first project is ready. Inside that one, source bin folder will be there for me. So what is the source and bin folder? We'll see. So here if you see source and then JRE system library is there. Okay, JRE system library is what means it consists of the jar files. Okay, multiple jar files will be present. Okay, inside the jar files we have the packages, and then inside packages we have the class files over there. Okay, so to execute the Java program over there, okay, what are the steps are needed? All those steps will be present under this jar files JRE system library. Okay, so to execute my Java program, things which are all needed will be present under this JRE system library. Okay, source folder is what means this is the place where we will have our program code. Okay, so now I'll open you one section. So here if you see, so here you can see this is the Eclipse View. Can you see this is the Eclipse View? This is the original folder view. In Eclipse View, can you see there is one source folder and then there is one JRE system library. Same thing if I come to the original folder section, you can see a source folder and then we have a bin folder. Then we have the first package here and then first class.java. So all those things we have to create. So now if I want to create a Java file, okay, how it will be there? Okay, there will be a project. Inside the project there will be a package. Inside the package there will be a class, okay, or the Java files. Okay, Java files or class files will be present there. Okay, class files or Java files over there, it will be present here. This is how. So that is what I have done. See, this is the project. Under the project, okay, can you see the source for all those things? Then after that, you can see a package. Under the package, we have the Java files. That's the thing. Okay. So now if I come over, see source folder. Right click on the source folder. Go to new. Then you can see package. Then you can see my first package. You can just give. Otherwise, I'll just give first package alone. So now you can see a warning message at the beginning. Discourage package name. Okay, usually it should start with the lowercase letter. Always package should start with lowercase letter. That is a standard way. Okay, but that is not the perfect thing. Okay, that's a standard way for me. That's it. Okay, the standard way for me is actually what? We have to start the package name with a small letter. So we gave that one. Then click on finish. Okay, we got the package. Now right click on the package, go to new, then click on class. Okay, so then after that I'll give my first class. So here also can you see type name is discouraged. Usually it should start with the uppercase letter. Okay, class name always should start with uppercase letter. That's the thing. I gave it. Then here I need to click on the default and then public static void main. Okay, this checkbox should be selected. Okay, click on the default, then click on the public static void main. Okay, what is this one means? It's a main function it will be giving me. Okay, in case if I don't have this one, how it will be, I'll show you that one also. So now I'll uncheck this one. I'll click on my first class and then default. Here you can see my first project under that one source folder, my first project under the source folder, and then package, first package. Okay, we got this one. So in this only I'm creating a class. I'm not checking this checkbox, click on finish. Can you see? This is the information came. So I'll increase the font size, go to window, preferences. I'll type font over here, colors and fonts, basic folder. Then here text font, edit, give 13 right now, click on OK, OK. So increase the font size. This is how the class will be written. This is a package, first package is my name of it. Okay, that's the thing. So class, my first class I can have. So if I want to check the checkbox over there, the public static environment, I will be getting here. If I type main and then if I press control space and then enter button, I'll be getting this public static environment checkbox. Okay, so the shortcut for it is what means MAIN control plus space button. Okay, control plus space button and then plus enter button. Okay, this will give you this main function. What is this main function means? Okay, any information which is present under this main function only will execute for me. Okay, so I have system.out.println. If I want to print some information, I'll give hello world. Okay, system.out.println hello world. Right click, run as Java application. See, it gives me hello world. What is the shortcut to get this one means? So for that, okay, commenting, if you give two forward slashes, it will be like commenting in the Java. That means that line will not be executed. I'll type yes by so. Then same control plus space button. That is the shortcut to get the system.out.println. So here I'll just give yes by so control space welcome yes by so hello space how are you. Okay, like this I'm having. Now if I right click run as, okay, to run the program you have to right click run as Java application you can give. Otherwise you can also click on this one. Okay, run. See, it has been given me the output. Hello world, welcome, how are you. Okay, these things are not needed. I'll close these things. Okay, hello world, and then same thing, these also not needed for me. I closed. Hello world, welcome, hello, how are you. Okay, now I'll type one more thing. Right click, run as Java application. Okay, now I'm going to show you the difference. I'll have the same system.out.print, the same things I'll copy, then I'll put it, paste it over here. Instead of println, I'm going to give only print. Now we'll see what is the difference. So println means what will happen means it will print the information and move the cursor to the next line. Only print means print the information, keep the cursor in the same line. We'll see whether it works as like we expected. Can you see? Println means print the information, keep the cursor to the next line. Print the information, keep the cursor to the next line. Only print if I'm using print the information, keep the cursor here. Print the information, keep the cursor here. Like that, it will be printing and keeping the cursor here. That's what this will do for us. Clear? So now we got it. So next, so this is how we got this. Okay. Any doubts on this one? You have Dinesh?
No, sir.
Still now you're clear?
No.
Okay. So you're clear as of now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. In case if you have face any difficulties, if I'm going fast, please let me know. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going a little bit fast because actually Ramesh told that you have a basic understanding of Java. So that's why I don't want to bore you. So that's why I'm going a little bit fast. But if you think that actually what you are not understanding, please let me know. I'll go slow.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So now we saw these things. So now we'll go and see the original folder location permission. So here we saw my first project, my package, and then my Java file over there. Okay. So same thing. So now if I go to the original folder location, so under my D drive for Nitesh, my workspace, my first project, we have a source folder and then we have a bin folder. What is the source folder? If I go inside that one, you can see a package. Inside the package, we have a Java file. Okay, so right click on the Java file and then if you edit it, can you see the same information what I typed over there? You can see. So Eclipse is like actually what? Your notepad for you. Okay, it's just like a notepad for you. So instead of writing over there here, you're writing it over there in the tool. The same information will be copying it for you over there under this original folder location. Okay, that's what will happen over here. What is the bin folder? I'll come over here. What are the things that are happening over there in the source folder? The same copy will be happened over here. Then we will be creating a class file. What is this class file means? Okay, so we have a concept called JVM. Okay, Java Virtual Machine. Okay, Java Virtual Machine is what means actually what your side. If you want to execute my Java programs, okay, JVM is the one which will help you to execute the files over there. Okay, JVM is the one which will help you to execute the files. Okay, so if you only if you have the class file, then only we can execute. Okay, getting? Only if we have class files, then only JVM we can execute over there. Okay, JVM can execute the file. So now I'll right click, run as Java application. Now can you see it has executed the information. Now what I'll do, I'll delete this class file. Okay, I'll delete it. Now I'll try to execute it. See what happens. Right click, run as Java application. Error, could not find or load main class. Okay, so now again if I want to get that information means I'll just type some information over there, give a space. Okay, now if I save it, then only I'll be getting the class file over there. See, I'll save this information. Can you see now a class file is created? Okay, now if I run it, see, it's executing. Okay, this is the usage of the class file. Okay, it's used for executing my files over here. That's the thing. Now we got it. So the same information I given over here. Now we'll see what is a variable and what is a data type. Still now, any doubts for you, Dinesh? Do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, yeah, sure. Now we'll be seeing about what is data types and what is variables. I'll increase the font size. So what is this data types? You would have been heard about some data types. Can you tell me some data types, Dinesh? What are the things you know?
Int,
Integer,
float,
float,
double,
sorry,
double,
double, okay,
square.
cap. Okay, so yeah. So we have different types of data types. So what are the data types we have? Means first we have byte. Then after that we have short. Then after that we have integer. Then we have long. Then we have float and double. Then we have boolean. Then we have character. Then also we have string. String alone is not a data type in Java. It's a class, but it also acts as a data type over there in Java. String is a class, okay, but it also acts as a data type over there. So what is the usage of this string over here? Okay, what is the advantage of adding the string over there in data type? It can do some extra functions compared to what a data type can be done. That's the advantage of using this string as a data type over, string as a class here in Java. So we have byte, short, integer, long. So what is this byte means? Okay, so each and everything is what means is a kind of a container. Okay, so everything will be like kind of a container. This is byte. Then this is short. This is integer. This is long. This is float. This is double, like that. Okay, so everything is what means kind of container, that is each and everything has its own space. Okay, so byte, it can store values from -128 to 127. That's what it can store. Same thing, short and then integer long, what it can do means it can store as usual, it can store some numbers on it. Each and everything has its own space. So if you see, short can store -3 to 7682 minus some numbers over there. Okay, each and everything can store some values. Okay, this one what? It can store some numbers. Each and everything has its own values to store. Okay, then float and double, what it can do? It can store decimals. This is decimals. Boolean, true and false. Character, it can store only one single character alone. That should be there in single quote. It can be a number or it can be a letter. It can store only one character alone in single quote. Any information that comes under a string, okay, it comes under a double quote is called as a string. It can store numbers, okay, but it will be treated as a string only. Any information that comes under a double quote is actually treated as a string. A group of words. It can store like that. So what is a short integer long will do? So for example, I'm giving a small example to make you understand. What I'm giving is not the right numbers, but I'm trying to make you comfortable to understand the information. That's all. Okay. See here, byte, it can store -128 to 127. Short can store -3 to 768 to 3 to 767. Integer can store these many values over there. Long can store these many values. Okay, like that, each and everything can store its own specific. The containers can have store some information. So like that, I'm just giving some basic information. So in case short can store -52 plus 50. Integer can store -1000 to okay to 2000. Then long can store -5000 to +5000. Same thing double. It can store values from -500.00 to 1000.00. Float can store values from -5000.99 to 5000.00. This is how it can store values. So for example, I'm going to store a value which is called -75. Now, which are the things it can be stored? Okay, which are the things it can be stored over there? So the data types are what means it can store -50 to 50. So -75 does not come under this range. So -75 can be stored under integer and then long. Okay, -1000 to 2000 in between range only -75 comes. -5000 to 5000 in between range only this -75 comes. So it can be stored under integer and long. In case if it is 3000. Now can you tell me, Dinesh, in which other data types it can be stored? This 3000.
Long.
Yes, correct. Only long it can be supported over there. Same thing applies for decimal also. For example, if my value is actually 150.50. Now can you tell me which other things it can be stored?
Double.
Yes, correct. In double. Anything else?
Float.
Yes, float also, because in both the things this range comes. That is what this data types will help us to do. Clear? Helps us to say the range, whether this number is between our range. If it is that range, you can accept it. That's what. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So next we have variables. So what is variables? We'll see. So variables is what means actually what? So from our, it's just a memory location which can store some values. which helps to store values in it. Memory location which helps to store values in it. That's the thing. Okay. So then after that, if you see what are the how the variable can be declared. Okay, there are two types of concept over there in variable. One concept is called as declaration. Another concept is called as initialization. Okay, declaration and then initialization. So we'll see. So how it works. How a variable can be declared means, okay, integer I. Okay, when I give like this concept is called as declaration. So this is called as declaration. When I give I is equal to 10, okay, this concept is called as initialization. When I give I is equal to again 20, this concept is called as reinitialization. This concept is called as reinitialization. That's the thing. Okay, declaration, initialization, reinitialization. That's the thing. Okay, so how these things will work, we'll see. So when I give integer I alone, what will happen? That will help me to create one memory location like this. Okay, and then I will be the memory location name. Okay, then this integer will act as a reference. Okay, the integer will act as a reference over there. Tell to the memory location, store only integer values alone. Okay, that's what this will do, this step. When I give I equal to 10, it will go and search for the memory location called I. Yes, we have the memory location I here. Then it checks, it's trying to store 10. When it tries to store 10, that time it's an integer variable. It will be checking whether this 10 is between the range of myself. So for example, if you see minus 1000 to 2000, in between range only 10 is coming. So yes, we can store the values. That's what it will do. Clear? Then when I give I is equal to 20, now again same thing, it comes over here, checks for the I memory location. Already 10 is there. Now it will be reassigned to 20. 20. Okay, this is how things will work. Okay, same declaration and initialization can be done in a single step also. Integer a is equal to 100. When I give, what will happen? That will help me to create a memory location. The memory location name will be a. Then after this integer will act as a reference to the memory location. Says that actually what? Store only integer values alone. Then after that, what will happen? This 100 will be stored over here. That's it. Clear for everyone? Anyone has any doubts on this? Anyone has any doubts? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how a variable will be declared and then used. Now we'll see how a class will be written and then how it is being executed. So class ABC. This is how a class will be written. Okay, inside a class we'll be having a main function, public static void main, string arguments. Okay, any information that comes under this function, only those things will be executed for me. So now I'm going to give here sysum hello world, system.println hello world. When I give, what will happen? Now it will be executing me this hello world over here. Okay, how a variable will be used over here? For example, I'll remove this. Integer I equal to 10. I'm going to give. Now what will happen? It creates a memory location called I. Okay, and then after that, in that 10 will be stored. So any variables that are declared inside a main functions are called as local variable. Okay, so any variables that are declared inside a function is called as a local variable. Then after that, I'm going sysO. If I want to print that variable, I need to give sysO. Okay, now what will happen? So for me, 10 will be printed for me. That's the thing. Clear? So we'll do the same thing over here. I'll create a class called as variables. I created a class called variables. So then I'll have the default function. Then I'll click on the public static void main checkbox. Click on finish. So now I'm going to give you an integer I is equal to 100. Now when I give SysO, then if I give I, now what will happen? That will print me 100. The same thing if I give here SysO, I in double quotes. Now we'll see what is printed over here. Can you see it prints the same information? Okay, if I give any information in double quote, that will be treated as a string only. Okay, so always variable should be declared with the variable name alone. It should not be there under a double quotes. Okay, if it is there under double quotes, it will be treated as a string. That's what. Okay. So now I told you any information that are declared inside a function is called as a local variable. Okay, any variables that are declared outside the function is called as a global variable. So there are two types of global variable. How a variable will be declared? Integer a is equal to 200. Okay, then I'm having integer b is equal to 300. Okay, any variables that are declared outside the function, okay, outside the function are called as global variable. Okay, global variable. Okay, so a variable which is declared as normally it's called as a non-static variable. This is called as a non-static variable. Okay, a variable, okay, which has a keyword called static before the declaration. Okay, that will be called as a static variable. Okay, static variable. Okay, static in b equal to 300. Okay, static in b equal to 300, static variable here. So this is what. So then we got it. Okay, static in b equal to 300. So this is a static variable over here. Now I'm going to print this one. So SysO J, if I give. So can you see I'm not able to use this one. Same thing if I give SysO B. Now can you see static variables are unable to utilize it. Okay, static variables can be utilized with the help of a same variable name. Otherwise, it can also be used with the help of the variable name. Variables dot b. Okay, variables dot b. That's the thing. Okay, so I can use the static variables with the reference of the class name. Otherwise, directly the variable name. Both is possible. I'll remove this. Okay, right now. Run as Java application. Can you see 100, 300, 300? How the non-static variables can be used means we have to create an object for that. How to create an object means, okay, so I need to create an object for the class. So to create an object, new variables. Okay, if I give the class name with parentheses, this is actually creating an object for that. Okay, I'm creating an object for that variables over there. I created it. Now I'm going to give, so variables obj1 equal to new variables. So now what's happening, this here what I'm doing, this one will help me to create the object. Okay, so now what happened when it creates an object, all the global members of this class will be loaded. Okay, all the global, so how would that will be loaded, all those things we'll see. So this will help me to create a memory location. The memory location name will be obj1. This variables will act as a reference. When I give integer I equal to 100, so this integer was acting as a reference here. No? So it shows only integer values. Here the reference of this class, what it will help us to do means, okay, this will act as a reference and then loads only the global members of this class alone. loads only the global member of this class alone. What are the global members we have? One non-static variable, one static variable. Both the things will be loaded for us. That's what will be done. Okay, loads the global members of this variables class over here. Clear? Then after that I can replace the obj1 dot. Can you see now I'm getting A and then I'm also getting B. Can you see it's coming variables. Okay, so that means okay, main function. So all these things are what means from our side coming from this variables class. I can access these things. So I'm going to access A. Then the same thing sysOver obj1 dot. Then I can access B also. Okay, I can access A, I can access B both. Okay, with the help of an object. Right click, run as Java application. Can you see? So first one I. Okay, and then the second one B, which is 300 for me. I was 100, B was 300. Then I'm referring with the help of a class name variables.b, that is also 300. Then I'm creating an object over here. Then obj1.a. Now what's happening? It's 200 for me right now here. So in the object is loaded. obj1.b is what's happening. It is 300. Okay, now we'll see how this memory allocation has been happened. Okay, then we will be very much clear that actually what I'm explaining also. We'll see this thing. So this is my class. Okay, so how this will be executed, we'll see. So whenever this program start to execute, what will happen? It creates me one memory location like this. It creates me one memory location like this. So what will be the memory location name? Means it will be the same, the class name, variables. That will be the class name. Always when the program start to execute, it will have one static pool memory. Okay, it will have one static pool memory. Static pool. It has a static pool. Here what will happen? All the static members of this class will be loaded. What class? Variables class. What are the static members we have? Static int b equal to 300. Then after that, any static members we have? Yes, we have the main function. So main will be loaded. So these two things will be loaded right now for me. It's loaded. Then next what will happen? For me now the main function start to execute. Okay. Now when the main function start to execute, what will happen? A local memory for the main will be created. Local memory for main, that will be created for me here. So each and every time when a function is going to start to execute, that time what will happen? A memory location for that will be created. Then after that I'm giving here integer I equal to 100. When I give integer I equal to 100, here what will happen right now for me? I is equal to 100. That will be loaded. Okay, it creates a memory location over there in the main function. So that's why, okay, this is a local for this main function. Then system.out.println I. When I give system.out.println I, now what will happen? It comes to the right now. All these steps are there inside the main function, correct? So it comes to the main local memory of main. Here checks whether do we have I variable. Yes, we have I variable. What is the value of it? It is 100. So now 100 will be printed for me. Okay, 100 will be printed. Then system.out.println B. When I refer only with the variable name, always it goes to the local memory and checks whether there is present. In the main function, do I have any local memory called B? No, I don't have. When it is not present, that time it goes to the static pool. Then after that it checks whether we have b variable. Yes, we have b variable. What is the value of it? It's 300. So now 300 will be printed. Clear? So whenever we are directly referring with the help of the variable name itself, goes to the local memory. If the local memory does not have the same variable, then it goes to the static pool and verifies it. So b, it's having 300, so 300 will be printed for me. Then variables.b, I'm referring with the help of the class name. When you refer with the help of a class name, directly that memory location, that is actually directly what will happen, it goes to the static pool. And what is the b value right now? It's 300. So 300 will be taken. That's what will happen. Clear? So directly what will happen? It goes and checks in the static pool and gets me the memory information, which is 300. Now what I'm doing, variables obj1 equal to new variables and grade. So now what's happening, I'm trying to create an object where under the main function. So what will happen, it creates me one object over here. It creates me one object. So from where it has been created means it creates from the main memory. Okay, from the main memory I'm creating one object over there. What is the object name? Is the object name is obj1. So obj1 is the object name. Then now what will happen right now for me, obj1 came. Now when I'm going to create an object, all the global members, okay, the reference what I given is variables. So all the global members of this variables class will be loaded. What are the global members we have right now for me? This integer a. Then after that we have static int b equal to 300. This one. Then after that my main function also. Okay, all these things will be loaded for me. All the things are loaded for me here. Clear? These three things are loaded. Okay, now when I give system.println obj1.a, when I give obj1.a, it comes to the object. What is the a value? A value? It is 200. So 200 will be printed for me. 200. Okay. Then obj1.b comes to the object. What is the obj1.b? Which is 300. So 300 will be taken. Clear, Dinesh? Any doubts for you still now? Okay, then after that, what will happen? Okay, any doubts, Dinesh, still now?
Object1.b underscore.
No. That one actually, well, copying actually came from here. Okay, that's not a thing. Okay, it's an italic case. So static variables always will be in represented in italic case. Can you see? All the static p is everywhere is been given in italic. That is a keyword reference that actually is a static variable. Clear? Now, what I am going to do, I am going to assign some values over there. So I want this one to move to the side. Left mouse click and drag and drop. I can move it to the right side. So now I'm going to give here. So obj1 dot b is equal to, okay, I'll create one more. I'm going to create one more object. We'll see what happens. Same thing, I'm giving the object name as different. So this will help me to create one more object. Variables obj2 equal to new variables. Okay, now I'm going to give so obj. Okay, the same step I'm going to give. Instead of obj1, it will be obj2.b. So we'll see what is the output. Can you see it's printing the same thing? Okay. This is my new object created. Okay, 200, 300, here also 200, 300. Now what I'm going to do, see, I'm going to assign some values. obj2.a is equal to 50. obj2.b is equal to 70. I have assigned. Okay. So now what I'll do, again I'll print the same thing. Obj1.a. Okay, what I'm going to do is, so obj1.a and then obj1.b, obj2.a, and all those things I'm trying to print it. Okay, so we'll see. So what I did means actually what? I'm just printing first basically after creation of obj2, what is the value? Then after that, from my side, obj2 or dot a, obj2.a means what actually? Referring to this object, under that one, the a and then b memory location I have changed. Okay, I'm reassigning the values over there. Then I'm trying to print obj1 level, what is the value? Obj2 level, what is the value? Right click, then Java application. Can you see? So after giving the values, so after the giving the values, so obj2.a equal to 50, obj2.b equal to 70, correct? So I just first print obj2.a. See, obj2.a and obj2.b has been given as 50 and 70 is correct. Okay, because that's what we have changed. Now I'm trying to print obj1.a. Okay, value has been assigned in obj2 level. Now if you see obj1.a, what is the obj1.a? That is still 200. What is a? Is a non-static variable. Static variable, can you see obj1.b is coming 70. When I'm going to assign some value, so for a static variable, it might be in an object level, or it might be reference of a class name. Everywhere that will be changed as a single shot. See, then variables dot b. So this one I'm going to do. Then scissor b. Everywhere that will be changed. Can you see everywhere that is being assigned to 70 over here? That's the thing. Clear? Clear for you? Okay, static variables alone, whenever you do some changes, it will be assigned to the global level. Okay. So I'll make it clear for you. So till here, so the extra lines I'm going to copy paste for you right from here. So what is going to happen, we'll see right now. So we have executed till here. Then after that, those dashes, these dashes. Now I'm creating another object. Variables obj2 equal to new variables. Okay. So now what will happen? It creates me another object here. Which is obj2. Which is obj2 right now. So from where it has been created? It's been created from here. Okay, we got it. Now next to what will happen right now for me, all the global members will be loaded. What are the global members right now? We have integer a equal to 200. Okay. Then after that, here static in b equal to 300. Then after that, my main function, all these three things will be loaded right now. All these three things are loaded. Clear? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the information obj2.a, obj2.b. In the obj2, what is the a value? It is 200, and then b value is what? 300. So 200 and 300 is printed. Clear? Now we got these both values, 200 and 300. Then now what I'm going to do, obj2.a equal to 50, obj2.b equal to 70. So obj2.a is what I'm changing it to 50. Then b value is what I'm changing it to 70. So we'll change it. So I'm changing it to 50. Then after this one, I'm changing it to 70. So when I change the static variable value, static variables, or those static numbers always will have only one copy. It will not have multiple copies. So everything will be reflected, okay, from this static pool to here only. It's a copy only, it has been taken. The original information is here. So what happened when I'm going to do a change, that will be changed everywhere. All over the places, the static members values alone will be changed for me. Okay, non-static members will have duplicate copies. Static members will have only single copy. So that's why whenever we change some information, it has been changed everywhere. Okay. Then after that, I'm just printing the same thing. Dashes. I'm printing. Okay. Then I'm going to give obj2.a. So what is it, obj2.a? So obj2.a right now, what is the value? That is 50. I'm going to give 50. Then obj2.b is what right now for me? It is 70. Okay, obj2.e is 50, obj2.b is 70. Then when I give to obj1.e, so that happens here. obj1.e is what? 200. Then obj1.b is what? Right now it is 70. So 70 is printed. Variables.b. When I give variables.b, what will happen? Directly the search will go to the static pool. Okay, referring to a class name, always go to the static pool. Then 70 will be printed. When I give system.println b, okay, comes to the main memory, okay, and then after that what will happen? Checks whether b variable is present. No, we don't have b variable. Comes to the static pool, then what is the b value right now? It is 70. So 70 will be printed. That's it. Okay. So this is how the execution will happen. Okay. Any doubts on this one you have, Dinesh?
No, sir.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is how memory allocation will be happen, and then local variable, global variable, static and non-static. This is how it will be assigned. Now I am going to ask you one question. Now you have to tell me. So now I am going to create another object. I'm going to create another object. This is obj3. Okay, now you have to tell me. So now what will happen? It will be creating me one object, correct?
Yeah.
So now can you tell me what are the members will be loaded, and then what will be the values inside it? Now we have loaded this one. Okay. So now you can tell me, so what are the members will be loaded into this object?
int a equal to
Okay. Int a is equal to
200.
correct. Int a is equal to 200. Okay. Then
Static int b equal to 300.
static int b equal to 3. So right now, what is the latest static variable value?
70.
Okay, 70 only will be taken, because that's why I told you static has only one copy. It does not have multiple copies.
Okay.
Getting? So static values, static member right now value will be 70 only. Then we'll have the main
Main.
function. Getting? Static member alone will take the current value. Okay, non-static members is not like that. Static members alone will take the current value for you. Okay.
Okay.
So now, if I give it as actually what? So obj 3 dot obj 3 dot amd will say. Now can you tell me what will be the output for this one? Obj 3 dot a and obj 3 dot b. Obj 3 dot a, what is the value? Output
200.
200, correct. Then
70.
70. Clear? This is how
Yeah.
things will be working. Okay? Yeah. Okay, Dinesh? You got
Okay.
understanding now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we'll have a short break. Okay. So we'll have a short break. Then after that, we'll continue on what is functions. Okay. We'll have a 5 minutes break over there. Then we'll continue with functions.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. We'll again connect by actually we'll have 8:5 will connect.
Okay.
Okay, 7 minutes of break. 8:5 will connect. Sorry, now it's 8:07. Sorry, 8:15. 8:15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, Ramesh. Thank you. Hello, Dinesh. We'll start the session. Dinesh, you came? We'll start the session. Dinesh, shall we start the session?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So now we're going to see about methods and functions. Then allow the public static void mention. Default I'll select. I'll click on finish. This is my class. So, okay, here I'm having how to write a function over there. Okay, so the function will be written like this: void method 1. That's it. This is how a function will be written: void method 1. Okay, so now the thing, if I want to call this method, okay, I'll have something. This is a method 1. So what is this function and then why it is used? So there are some set of statements for me that will be repeated in my application for n number of times in different places. So for example, there are 100 lines of code that will be repeated in my program in different places for more than 20 times. So that means what will happen? Totally 2000 lines of code I need to write it over there. Instead of that, if I write the same 100 lines of code in a method, and then if I call the same method, what will happen right now for me? I can able to reduce at least 1900 lines of code. Okay, that's the advantage of using a method. Okay, so methods are functions. Okay, both are called as same. Okay, methods are functions, both are same. So from our side, why we use a method means in order to make sure to reduce the lines of code and then increase the performance. Okay, and also it's easier for to utilize it. Okay, because honestly writing the same function, same lines of code in different places is really tough for me. Otherwise copy pasting all those things. Okay, the standard way of writing is always to have it as a method and then call those methods whenever it is needed. So how to use that? For example, if I want to call this method, what is the method name? Okay, method 1. So right now I'll make it as a static method. So static method means what? I can call with help directly with help of the method name, otherwise with help of the class name. So method functions dot, if you give, see, I can access this method 1 main and then this class, this things. Okay, all are all what's the thing, static members. So I can access here method 1. Okay, so I got it over here. I'm going to give method 1, method underscore functions dot method 1. Now what happened? This will go and call me this method 1. Now if I run it, right click, run as Java application, can you see now method 1 has been called. Now we have other things to do. So from my side, instead of static, I'll make it as a non-static. If I make it as non-static, how I can call? I cannot call with help of the method name. Okay, so just one. I'll make it as static. I can call with help of the class name, refer with help of a class name. Otherwise, I can call only with help of the method name also. That is also possible. If it is a non-static method, how I need to call? I need to call with help of an object. How to create an object? So to create an object, I need to give new and then space class name and then we give with parentheses. This will help me to create a method, create an object. Then the object name I'll give it as obj1. Then after that I'll give here the class name method functions. Okay, method underscore functions obj1 equal to new method functions. So we got it over here. Then I need to refer this method with help of the object name obj1 dot method 1. Okay, obj1 dot method 1. That's how I need to access it. So now if I right click and as the application, see method 1 has been printed for me. Clear? Now I'll have another method. Now we have seen about how to write a method and then how to call a method. Now I'm going to tell you about return types. Okay, I'm going to tell you about return types. What are the things and methods are important over there? Means first one is return types. Calling a method. Okay, how to call a method. That is what we have learned right now. What are the things? Means first step, write a method. Call a method. Then the next is actually what we are going to give about what are the thing, write a method, call a method. Then after that, what are the thing we are going to give? Return type. We are going to type out return type. Okay. Then the next is actually what we'll see about arguments later. First, we'll see about return types. So return type. So what are the thing right now for me return type? So I will be giving information. Instead of void method one, I'll be giving. Okay. So if I give void again method one scissor method one. Can you see it's throwing me an error? What is the thing? It's throwing you is a duplicate method. You cannot have the method name as same. Same thing happens for the variables also. So if you give integer a equal to 100, again if you give integer a equal to 200, okay, can you see it's a duplicate field matched. Okay, you cannot have the same variable name or a method name two times. That's the important thing. So I'll make it as method 2. Now I'm told you that actually I'm going to tell about return types. So void, then here we'll be having return. Usually a method will have a return statement over there. Okay, if it's a void, we will have a return statement, but you cannot return any value. Void means you cannot return any value over here. Okay, so the other thing here we can have the data types are the return types over here. Okay, the data types are the return types: integer, boolean, double. Okay, those things are the return types. So if I mention here as integer, so I need to return an integer value. Return 100. That's the only thing. Okay, if I make it as double, I need to return a double value. So for example, 100.00. So in case actually what if it's a string, I need to return throwing an error. I need to return a string value based on the data type. Okay, the return value should be changed. Okay, so if I want to call the method, how I need to call? It's also a non-static method. The same thing, it should be called as obj1 dot then method 2. You see when I type m, it will be what filtering it method 2. Then after that here if I execute, what will happen? This will execute me method 2. So this will method 1, this will be method 2 will be executed. Method 1 and then method 2. So then here what I'm doing over there, the return type is hello over here. No? So if I want, I can capture this actually in a variable. So otherwise, so I give sys obj1 dot method 2. Then if you give like this, see what happens. Run as Java. Can you see now it's printing me hello. Okay, I can do like this. Otherwise, I can also do like this. See, instead of system overload println, I can also get here. I can capture that information in a variable string a is equal to string a is equal to obj1 dot method 2. So now what happens? I captured this information in a variable. If I want, I can print it zone a. Now when I run it, see, hello is printing. Method 2 it called and then it's printing me hello right now. Clear guys? Any doubts? Any doubts for anyone? Any doubts for you, Finish? You're clear?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now we got it. So now this is about return types. Okay, next I'm going to tell you about arguments. So for arguments, how it will be written? Yeah, just have a separate thread. So arguments. How a method will be written right now for me? Void method one zone method one. If you want to call this method, first it's a non-static method. So method arguments obj1 equal to new method arguments. This will help me to create an object. The object name is obj. So all the global members will be loaded. What are the global members? Right now, main function and then method one. These two will be loaded right now. If I want to call this method, so from my side, I need to give obj1 dot, then method one. That will go and call me this method. So now I'm going to tell you about arguments. So arguments, what from my side I need to give void method one. Then this is throwing me an error. This is method one is throwing me error. Now if I give inside this argument an argument, see integer space a. Now what's happening? The error is gone. So based on this one, it will be differentiating the memory. The methods will be differentiating memory. This concept is called as method overloading. This concept is called as method overloading. Okay, so method arguments, okay, are deferred with help of, okay, method arguments are deferred with help of are deferred with help of argument types, that is integer or double or number of arguments. Okay, it differed with help of argument types or the number of arguments. Help of argument types are the number of arguments. So how? If I give the same method, instead of integer, if I make it as double, can you see? Now the error will be gone. Okay, so we'll be calling a method which does not an argument, we'll be calling it as a default method. Okay, then a method which has an integer argument, we'll be calling it as an integer argument method. Then a method which has a double argument, we'll be calling it as a double argument method. That's the thing. Okay, we can differ a method with help of the argument types, otherwise help of the number of arguments. Integer, I'll make this double. Is integer and double argument method. Based on this only, it will be differentiated for me. That's the thing. Okay. So how I can call these methods? Okay, we know how to call this. So if I run this one, it will not call all the methods. It will call you only the default argument method alone. Okay, this one. If I want to call this method, how I can use obj1 dot. Can you see when I give m method one? Okay, default method. No one accepting none, no arguments. This is double a. This is integer a comma double b. So if I want to call this double method, I'll click on this one. Okay, so I'll pass here 10.40. Okay, now if you see, right click, run as Java application. Can you see? Double argument method is called. Okay, this one. If I make only 10, See, right click, run as Java application. Integer argument method has been called for me. Clear? If I want to call this one, I need to pass integer and double. So first one should be integer value. The second one should be a double value. Run as Java application. If I want to print that one, I can just give here plus a. Plus a, here also plus a. Now if I right click, run as Java application, can you see right now? Integer, okay, this one I can have both. Ten 20.50. Okay, this one 10 integer argument method. Okay, double means if you pass 10.30, can you see? Now what happened? This will go and call me this double argument method. Here in the A variable, what happened? 10.30 will be stored, double argument method. Then in A, 10.30 will be stored for me. That's the thing. Clear? Clear, Dinesh? Okay. So now we'll show the same thing over there with the help of the. Yes. Dinesh, you clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing we'll see how to get executed with the help of the memory locations. So this one. So when I execute this program, so along with this, okay, I'm going to execute this program. So what will happen right now for me? It creates me one memory location. Method arguments. So always what will happen? Whenever I'm going to execute my program, what will happen? It will create me one static pool. So all the static members will be loaded here. What are the static members we have? We have this main function on right now. So the main function will get loaded. Then after that, next what will happen right now for me? The local memory for main that will start to execute. The local memory for main function first start to execute. So a local memory for that one is created. Is created from here. Then next step. Now first what's happening? I'm creating an object. So what happens? I'm creating an object over here. So the obj1. Okay, an object has been created, which is object name is what? obj1. That's object name. From where it has been created? It has been created from the main function. So now what are the members will be loaded? All the global members. So what are the global members? Void method1. Method1 integer a. Void method1 double p double a. void method one, integer and double. Along with it, it will be loading the main function also. That also will be loaded right now. Everything. Okay. So all these things are loaded. Now if I give obj1 dot method one. Okay. So what will happen right now? So I just see everything. obj1 dot method one 20 method one 5,30.20. So this is what. So we got it. So now what will happen? First obj1 dot method one. So comes to the object one. In that method one we have, yes, we have method one. So now what will happen? It will go and execute this method one. Before executing that one, what will happen? It creates me a local memory. It creates me a local memory for method one. Local memory for method one. Local memory for method one. Now what will happen right now for me? So this will static. So this one will go and call me this method. Now what happen? Will print me default argument method. That will be my output. Default argument method. Then next, now what happen? This method is executed. Now control comes over here. Now when the control comes over here, what happen? Right now for me, the memory allocation which is done for this method one will be deleted for me. Okay, this will be deleted. Then next, okay, now what happen? Control comes here. Then obj1 dot method one 10.30. 10.30 means it's a double value. So now again one more a local memory for that one will be created. So that is local memory for method one. This one will be what? Actually double A. Okay, so double A is called double A. That has been called right now for me. Okay, then next what will happen right now for me? Here integer, sorry, double A na. So I am passing here 10.30. So what happened? It creates me a local variable called A. Okay, that is what this one creates. Then in that 10.30 will be stored for me. 10.30 is being stored right now in this. Now what happened? It will print me integer argument, sorry, double argument method. It double argument method. Then what is the A variable value right now in this local memory? 10.30. So 10.30 will come for us here. 10.30 that comes over here. Then next one, the method is executed. Now what will happen right now for me? Here the memory which is allocated for it is deleted. That's the thing. Then again control comes here. obj1 dot method 120. So now again one more local memory for that is created. So now what's in 20? It's an integer value. So it matches with this method integer argument. Local memory for method 1 integer A. Integer A. So then after that next what happened here? What is the A value right now for me? A which is equal to, what is the value right now here? 20. So 20 will be loaded. That's the thing. 20 right now it's being loaded right now for me here. Then next what will happen? Comes here. Executes this one integer argument method. Then next here, what is the A value right now? Comes to the local memory. What is the A value right now for me? It is 20. 20 is being loaded right now here. That's the thing. Then obj1 dot method. So now actually when it comes out of that one, that time the memory which is allocated for that is deleted. Now next obj1 dot method 1 5 comma 30.30. So integer value double. So this matches with integer and double. So again local memory for method 1 integer a comma double b is being loaded, integer and double b. Then next what will happen right now? It creates two variable. One is a is equal to, what is the a value right now? It is 5. Okay, a value is 5, and then b value is what right now for me? It's 30.20. A value is 5, b value is 30.20. We got it. Then next is here integer and double argument method. Integer and double argument method. Then here, what is the a and b value right now? A value is 5, and then space. B value is 30.20. That's what will be printed for me here. Clear for everyone? Any doubts? Okay, then after that, this method is executed. Then the memory allocation which is done for this one, that is also deleted for me. Then again control comes over here. Now entirely all the memories, all the lines of code has been executed in the main function. Then local memory for main is deleted. Then control comes off it. Then the entire class has been executed. Now static pool has been deleted, and then the entire memory allocation is deleted. By whom it has been deleted means it's deleted by a person called garbage collector. Garbage collector is the person who will be deleting the memory location one by one. That's the thing. Clear, Dinesh? Any doubts on this one? You understood?
Yes.
Clear? How the memory allocations happen?
Yeah.
Okay. So finally we'll see about constructors, and then we'll move on. The last things. So the constructor, no? Then tomorrow we can continue the next things. Function. So how a constructor will be written means, okay, the constructor name will be the class name itself. Okay, so its constructor is also same as like a method, but the difference between what means actually methods you have to call it explicitly. Constructors, whenever you are going to create an object, that time that will be called by implicitly. That is actually what automatically it will be called by us. Okay, we don't want to specifically call that one. Whenever we create an object, the constructors are being called by default. So how a constructor will be written means, okay, constructor does not have return types and all those things. Only it can have constructor overloading. A constructor will be written like this. Okay, how you can call a constructor means whenever we are creating an object, that time constructor will be called by default. Program starts. Then default constructor. So if we want to call the constructor, what? See right now, right click, run as Java application. Program starts executed, but this constructor has not been called. So for that, I need to create an object. So to create an object, obj1 equal to new constructor. This is how we can use. So now right click, run as Java application. Can you see? First, what's happening right now for me? Program starts. So right click, run as Java application. So first, the program starts default constructor. So whenever I'm creating an object, what will happen? That constructor will be called. So system.println default constructor that will be executed. Then after that, again control comes here. Then program ends. Okay. Then once again, if I give calling in another constructor. Okay. My main function. I'm just giving. Again, when I give one more time, okay, another constructor I'm giving obj2. Okay, now when I run it, see what happens. Each and every time when I'm going to create an object, that time the constructor will be called for me. Okay, same like method overloading, we have constructor overloading also. See, I can just give here. This also will become as a duplicate. So if I want to differentiate it, I need to differentiate with the help of arguments. Okay, integer constructor. So now I'll run it. See which one executes for me. The same default constructor only will be executed. If I want to call this constructor, can you tell me actually how I can call that constructor, Dinesh? I want to call this constructor. Can you tell me how I can call?
ETA.
Yes, I want to call this integer constructor. How I can call? Okay, if I want to call this one,
Okay.
okay, here I need to pass the integer value. Okay,
ETA.
so yes, I need to pass an integer value which is 10. Okay, then I'll give plus yeah. Now I'll run this. Can you see? Now it has been called this integer constructor, this one. When I'm not passing any argument over here, same as like method level, what's happening right now for me? Okay, if I don't pass any argument, according to that, actually that method, default method will be called. If I pass an argument, according to that, that respective constructor will be called for me. Here also, as like actually before I did now, so this A will be local for this constructor. Like that, same things will come, and finally after executing the constructor, memory will be deleted. All those things will remain same. Clear?
Yeah.
Are you confused? Are you getting confused?
No.
So now I'll just give 10.50. I'll have one more constructor here. So this is double. Same as like actually what from our side we have the method overloading. The same like that constructor overloading is here. So if I want to call this constructor, I need to pass the double value over there whenever I'm creating an object. Based on that, that constructor will be called. Now if you run this obj3, I cannot have the same object name.
Change it double also.
This is 10.50. So this will call me this double argument. Oh yeah, correct. Yes, correct. Now I run this Java application. Can you see? Now double constructor has been called. Clear? Okay, that's the main thing. Then next, so you call this one. Then now what I will do? I want to call this constructor. Now can you tell me what I need to do? I want to call the constructor that one. How I can call that one? This constructor.
5.5
5.5
and comma.
Sorry.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. Yes. So now if I run it, what will be the output for this one?
Double and string constructor equal to 5.5.
5.5
Comma hello.
and
Hello.
space. This is space here.
Okay.
Double string constructor 5.5 space hello. That's it. Okay. This is what about constructors over here. Okay. Constructors is what means actually whenever we want to create an object, that time there are some lines of code which need to be executed. Means that time we have to call that actually that is actually what those informations I need to make it in a constructor level. Then those things will be called first. That constructor, according to the argument which I am passing, that constructor will be executed for me. Clear?
Okay.
That's everything. So we'll see the last one more thing. You came for string concatenation, all those things now, Dinesh? String concatenation, final keyword, these things you came, I think so, correct now?
Yeah.
Okay. So then tomorrow we'll continue over there, the next thing. Okay. So then you will have you will be in the same phase actually, everyone who are all there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Dinesh. Any doubts you have, Dinesh?
No doubt.
Okay, so from your side, actually tomorrow will again come up. I'll give you some assignments to you. So today, you can just go through the assignments over there. So if you do those assignments, you will have some understanding. Okay? Very basic things only. I'm going to give you around 5 to 6. You can just try it once.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Dinesh. See you. Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.